Hey guys, Crazy Karina here with my video. It's gonna be GL versus KKR at Rajkot, Australia GL, South Africa KKR. Squads are pretty much the same except for both the teams. I have a couple of changes. For GL, I've brought in Jason Roy instead of Brendan McCullum because I have a feeling that they might, because Roy is a bit more explosive than McCullum and he has a lot more cricket behind him. So I think that might be one reason, but I'm not sure because they have 5 or 6 overseas openers, so it's really hard to guess which one will probably show up. And then instead of James Faulkner, I'm putting in Andrew Tye because after what happened last year, I don't think they'll GL are willing to give Faulkner another chance. So I'm not sure about that. Other one for KKR is I'm bringing in Chris Lynn because Rajkot's supposed to be more of a seaming track, so it'll be easier for him to whack those sixes like he did at the Big Bash. Kuldeep Yadav, Umesh Yadav, Trent Bolt and Chris Wokes. I have a feeling that maybe Sunil Narayan will be switched out to Shakib Al Hasan, but that's something that it's up to the team management. Anyway, let's get going. Anyway, so here we are with the toss, and won the toss. I'm going to bowl first because last time they played this Pune, it became very disastrous. Suresh Raina to bowl the first over. Not exactly the person I would want to bowl my first over, but I kind of spammed through, so it gave me Suresh Raina as the first over. Didn't turn out too bad for me actually, if you look on. A couple of things that I actually want to talk about is one, just 1 minute. I think there's a wicket just about now, but I'm not sure, or is it 6? I'm not sure. I think it's a wicket. Yeah, he's up. Trying for a loft over extra cover, and this game also has pretty good stumpings as well, so it's not too bad of an option. So the things I want to tell you is, one, we're doing the predictors here. One thing is whether I could do the predictors for the playoff stage like I did last year, like RCB Sunrisers. There goes another wicket, Manish Pandey out for naught. But so I could do predictors for the actual playoff stage in the IPL, or I can conduct my predictors, like, so for example, SRH won the first game in mine, and then these guys won the second, Mumbai, and then third one you'll find out at the end. So when I can calculate all these things along with the net run rate and all that, and I can create my own playoff stage, and I can do my own champions, my own runners up. That's one thing that I can do, or we can just go by according to the normal thing. It's totally up to you guys, whatever you guys want to say. That's one thing. That's the only couple things. For 5 more days to the IPL, really looking forward to it, and especially there are going to be a lot of 4-over games. Brilliant catch though. Should have taken a replay of it, but I cut out the replay. Stupid me. Should have taken it out. Well, lovely catch that at first slip. And since the quick plane WCC2 does allow you to make your own field setups, another brilliant catch at slip. I mean, when you want to take straightforward catches in the game, they don't, but they take all these nonsensical catches. But still, it's fine. I'm not complaining as long as I get wickets. But this is one of my and in real life or in this game, I tend to bowl really on the offside. There's nothing much I bowl on the leg side. I don't really see the point of bowling on the leg side, except for that of the last ball of the KKR innings, which is RSA here. But otherwise, I barely even bowl balls down the leg side, and that's why I prefer these offside field. Except for this one, they were ripping about Shivil Kaushik, so I decided to play open field 3. It paid off really well for me. Anyway, so IPL predictions, I'm really sorry, I'm postponing it because I'm not able to get a convincing reasoning to which team will come first and which team will come last. I was going to make a cricket career video, but then that thing, I played 3 games. My scores were 1, 5 not out, 3 not out. So, and I got not out, so not a bad thing. I finished my 50 matches, not a good catch by slip, but they leave a pretty shitty, ball goes through the legs. Again, leave the ball through the legs. This is the one I was talking about. So yeah, so cricket career, I played my 50th game. Apparently I'm 34 years old now, and I still haven't gone anywhere other than first class. Still struggling in Division 1. Anyway, that was brilliant. Andrew Tye 3 for 10, Suresh Raina 2 for 8, and Praveen Kumar Suresh Raina 2 for 10 I think, and Praveen Kumar 1 for 8. No, Raina's 2 for 6. So that's what happened. I'm playing on pro controls, but I switch it out later on because it's really hard, because since I'm filming not with Mobizen but like external, it's gonna my hands get in the way, and I want you guys to get the better view. But pro controls is really hard. See, I'm trying to swipe up up and down, but if I do so, then you won't be. I don't pull out my hands exactly in quick time. I've done so now, but that's why I edited the entire second over. Jason Roy got out, and I scored 2 boundaries. I think I scored 1 boundary, but I edited out because I couldn't get my hands out in the way, and you could basically just see my hands. I mean, if you want to see my hands, I could just make a video about my hands. You don't need to see a specific video called the match predictor is all I'm saying. So that's why the second over is edited out. Couple of changes at the end of after every team has played. I'm gonna be doing something. I'll be noting down which international teams. There's gonna be one problem. I'm gonna play Delhi as Bangladesh, even though Delhi is red color and there's a lot of teams that have a red color jersey. It's because of the West Indies glitch. Because if say, for example, I'm going to open with Rishabh Pant, and the Rishabh Pant is going to open, Rishabh Pant is going to bowl. Rishabh Pant is going to be my number 11, that West Indies glitch. So I'm going to play Rishabh Pant as maybe Bangladesh. Delhi is Bangladesh, or Rishabh Pant is Bangladesh. And West Indies as Zimbabwe, no, West Indies. What was RCB as Zimbabwe. But Zimbabwe are a pretty decent squad actually in the game. They're much better than the top 3 of South Africa, I think. So that's not too bad. I think RCB fans won't be too disappointed. The other thing is couple of news. Ashwin's ruled out of the IPL. Vijay is not going to be playing. Rahul's missing out. Kohli is in doubt. So all these Indian players who played those 13 tests have been unable to cope up with the pressure. So that's, I think, who's Jadeja, I think. Yeah, Jadeja is walking out the bat. Another LBW dismissal. They have DRS, but the DRS is pretty shitty, so no issues about that. But yeah, so a lot of IPL players are losing out on their. A lot of Test players are losing out on the IPL because of the Champions Trophy coming out. So and for Delhi, it's going to be even worse because Angelo Matthews, Corey Anderson, Quinton, they got all gone. Anyway, that's the 6th and 10th game. Thank you so much for watching GL Wins. Please leave a like if you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. See ya.